how about those UConn Huskies, ladies and gentlemen? Double OT. Paige Bueckers getting hot late to knock off one seed NC State and punch their ticket to the Final Four for the 14th straight time. Greatness, it starts at the top. Here's the GOAT, Geno on enjoying the moment one game at a time.
I think when you're younger, you think, I got a million of these left in me, and you get to a certain age then where you go, I don't know how many of these I have left. You don't know how many opportunities you're going to get to be in this game. It means more because each time you do it, there's a new set of kids that have never been there, and they came to Connecticut for a chance to play in the Final Four, and it's this overwhelming responsibility that you have to give them a chance, and we did.
Monica, we have a lot of incredible games thus far, a lot of incredible teams in the Final Four, both men's and women's. But would you say this is the most exciting game we've had thus far of March Madness with the double OT?
Oh, man, Molly. First of all, I'm thrilled that this is leading the show. And I think I do have to answer that question, yes. But I want to give a shout-out to the Iowa-Creighton ball game that also came down to a game winner by Lauren Jensen from Creighton. But in terms of the stamina, the back-and-forth nature, we're texting with our researchers and our fellow colleagues at ESPN that cover women's basketball at the end of the game, and we're all like, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted from this ball game. It was incredible, and I must tip my hat to Westmore and NC State, the Wolfpack. They were not afraid of the moment, and it looked like at points during the course of regulation that UConn was poised to pull away, and of course the huge shot that Jakia Brown-Turner hit to force the double OT, I believe. But ultimately, Paige Bueckers, the comparison, I should say, to Diana Taurasi from Geno himself, there is not a stage or a moment in which that seemed to ring eerily true, because she was ice cold in the overtime period, and her running mate, AZ Fudd, as well. For them to be sophomores and a freshman, respectively, Paige a sophomore and AZ, a freshman, they looked like poised upperclassmen. They got to their spots. They were calm. They did not miss from the free throw line. It was an incredible display from the Huskies, and overall an incredible ball game and what has been a very fun women's NCAA tournament.
JJ, I know you were watching this. What were your thoughts?
I'm biased, of course, and I'd like to say that Duke's win in the Sweet 16 or Duke's win in the Elite Eight against or Texas Tech and Michigan State, those two games, would be the best games of the Final Four. And, of course, St. Peter's run captured the imagination of the entire country. But this absolutely was the best game of March Madness. And the main reason was the stakes. This was an Elite Eight game for a chance to get to the Final Four. Connecticut's streak was on the line. I was so impressed watching this game last night with the execution, the shot making, of course, the execution to get Brown-Turner the three in the corner. But Bueckers' shot making in the second half was just incredible. UConn executed their inbounds plays. They got the ball to the right people when NC State was fouling. Bueckers made her free throws. Just an incredible game. My only gripe with the game was that Geno did not have them foul when there was 6 seconds left in the first OT and up 3. I think that's pretty much universal now in basketball, that you try to foul while the ball handler's dribbling the ball. They had 2 opportunities to do that and didn't get that, and Brown-Turner got a clean look. Monica, I agree with you, by the way. In watching this game, Paige was giving off major Diana Taurasi vibes, and it was impressive to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Monica, before we move on, let me ask you this. So we've got South Carolina, UConn, Stanford, Louisville. Who's winning it all?
I have long gone with the South Carolina Gamecocks. They have been #1 wire to wire over the course of the regular season. Aaliyah Boston should be the National Player of the Year. And I think the story, as we talk about incredible storybook endings potentially, like we're looking at Duke on the men's side. Yeah. Last year, the agony of defeat that was very graphic and public when they did not come up with the victory versus Stanford. And this same group essentially having the opportunity to run it back. I think they're incredibly focused. Now, I will add this caveat, JJ and Molly.
Okay.
They've struggled a little bit offensively at points. And all 4 of these teams, who is going to show up big and make shots? Because you've got 4 teams that can all defend very well. So somebody's going to have to separate themselves offensively.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's very hard to pick against South Carolina. They've been the best team all year. They have the best player in the tournament in Aaliyah Boston. They have a great coach in Don Staley. But let's not ignore Stanford. After Aaliyah Boston, they probably have the next two best players in the Final Four in Haley Jones and Cameron Brink. Haley Jones, of course, is the reigning most outstanding player in the Final Four. The question mark around them, can Cameron Brink stay out of foul trouble? If she does, Stanford has a real chance, chance to come away with their second straight national championship.
JJ, I think you're right, but we could make the argument that Louisville's defense, considering some of the trouble that South Carolina has had, we could make the argument that Louisville will have a really great chance. Haley Van Lith, consecutive 20-point games in this tournament. She has been about her business. And we all just watched what UConn did. And so if it comes down to both teams have played incredible defense, we just saw a display of not just Paige and not just Azzi, but Aaliyah Edwards comes up with a huge rebound that also helps UConn separate. And so which one of these teams has the offense that's going to separate? Because I know we're in for some defensive displays for sure.
There's great players and great coaches in this Final Four. Really exciting this weekend to watch. I'm excited about this.
And then there's the greatest, and that's Geno Auriemma. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm not picking Duke either, so don't worry. In case you didn't know, I bleed blue, okay?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.